ready? Go ahead.
So, hi everyone, I'm Brooke Capel and I'm a sophomore. So never again after college are we going to have as much financial support from our parents and families that we do right now. Also from here on out, there's never really going to be a time where we're not trying to pursue a career or a family of some sort. So college is by far the best and most convenient time to take advantage of studying abroad. 75% of all college students do, and so should you. So yes, we all love Syracuse, but the adventures that you can go on abroad aren't even almost comparable to a trip to Armory Square or Erie Boulevard or something like that. Just pictured, there's cliff jumping in Mallorca and a Madrid versus Barcelona soccer game, as well as whitewater rafting in the Pyrenees Mountains. Also, it's really no joke that as college students we miss out on real food from being away from home. But going abroad gives us the opportunity to not only experience not dining hall food, but real food from a ton of different cultures. So these are just a couple of examples of that. Also, the traveling cost is really the biggest selling point. Since you're abroad for an entire semester, there's so many opportunities for you to go on weekend trips and stuff like that. There's really no best place to fly to Europe from than already being in Europe. The average cost of a plane ticket over there is like €35, which is around $38 here. And that's obviously extremely cheap since a flight just from Syracuse to New York City is like $350. So these are some excuses that people try to use to say going abroad isn't a great idea. And yeah, they're valid, but none of them are really a good enough reason not to go, because you could go during the summer, in which case you wouldn't be taking any time away from your major. Since it's less time there, it's less money, and you'd only be going for around 4 to 6 weeks, so that's basically the same amount of time as a typical summer vacation. So pretty much, to put it all together, after college there's no real appropriate or acceptable time to take 4 months out of your life and see the world, especially typically on someone else's money. We're going to grow up, and it just for fun abroad trip isn't really going to be an option. Overall, we have to take advantage of this time in college to experience other cultures and languages and learn about ourselves, all while experiencing things that we've only really ever read about. So if you haven't already, you should schedule a meeting with your advisor and figure out the best time and place for you to go abroad.
Okay, Sarah? Do you also want me to sort of indicate when the 90-second time is?
Yeah.
Do you want me to give you any time cues?
Yeah, like a wave. Yeah.
It's either all or not. Put my head. Tell you what, if you want it, let me know before you start, okay?
Wait, there's 2 minutes in the match, right?
Yep. I mean, that's your goal. Your goal was to do it between a minute and a half to 2. That's your goal.
Alright, within the next 3 years, I'm certain that all of you will be looking for a job. I'm sure you all want to work for one of the best companies and one that always has their employees in mind. Well, the company you're definitely going to want to work for is Google. Google has been ranked #1 on Fortune's annual list of 100 best companies to work for the last 6 years. They employ 18,500 U.S. workers and have a creative and innovative corporate culture. They also care a lot about their employees. And on here, you can see they're ranked #1 in the top employers. And Ivy Times has also named 5 reasons why you should work for Google. The first reason is that I'm sure it's important to you that the company you work for is interested in your ideas. And Google their employees' ideas tend to be key drivers in their product development process. So that's like a very important thing. And they also have their employees test out their products and give feedback on them before they send them out for other people invite us. Another reason is that their 20% project. This is geared towards more their engineering, but for this they want 20%. They want engineers to spend 20% of their time outside their work on a different project, and usually these projects end up like benefiting the company in the future. And as far as family goes, Google is highly devoted to families, and they want to make sure that new parents spend enough time with their newborns. So they give mothers an 18-week maternity leave, which is longer than most companies, and they also provide a $500 takeout benefit for the first 4 weeks. And what's better than working at a company that feeds you for free for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? They have gourmet restaurants on campus, and they also provide healthy food for healthy options, and they also support local companies and buy their products. Lastly, Google is all about getting feedback from their employees. They host TGIF get-togethers every Friday and encourage employees to speak their minds and give any opinion, and there are no stupid questions to ask. And this really breaks the ice between all the employees too. So you're going to want to work for Google, because remember, their employees don't just go to work, they go to have fun, and they offer so many benefits that I don't see why anyone wouldn't want to work for Google. Thank you.
Raise your hand if you've ever shopped at Nordstrom. Did you know it was rated in the top 20 retail companies to work for by Forbes magazine in 2015? Hi, I'm Leah Turner, and here are the most important reasons why you should work at Nordstrom, an international retail department store renowned for its quality and service.
Try the escape button.
The first reason you should work at Nordstrom is because there's a 40% off employee discount on all Nordstrom products, even on fine jewelry and diamonds up to a full carat. Your entire wardrobe can be almost half off the price you would normally pay, even on work clothes. Another reason why you should work at Nordstrom is because of the amazing benefits and opportunities that they offer. They offer stock options, which can make you a ton of extra money, and great healthcare and insurance benefits. They also pay for graduate school, such as an MBA, to better your education. Nordstrom also offers a Nordstrom Visa to put all your store purchases on. The final reason why you should work for Nordstrom is because it's a company that cares deeply about society and the environment. They use fair trade brands, as well as are environmentally sustainable by using recycled products and alternative energy resources. So next time you're considering where to apply for your next job, choose Nordstrom so you can feel good about what you do and not regret it. Thank you.
Rachel?
Hi everyone, my name is Rachel Turgeon, and how many of you have heard the term Big Four before? For those of you who haven't, it's the term used to describe the 4 largest accounting firms in the world. Deloitte is currently the 2nd largest in the world, serving over 225,000 clients. In 2015, they raised over $32 billion in revenue. They also have an average starting salary of $54,000 to $87,000. So how do they maintain such a successful work environment? They allow opportunities to customize your career by providing meaningful development, challenging work environments, and flexibility. They also have innovative culture that is paralleled in both the people you'd be working with and your environment. Here are some pictures of offices all around the world, including Budapest, Norway, South Africa, and Texas. But don't just take my word for it. Here are some testimonies from current and former Deloitte employees. One consultant from New York City said, "Deloitte offers a competitive environment where you get to work with some of the best talent in consulting." While another regional manager called it, "Deloitte certainly gives you the skills to succeed and invest in its employees. It was my role to provide high-profile global videos for C-suite executives, and I had the opportunity to meet many executives and travel to several countries." So going forward, why choose Deloitte over the other 3 consulting firms? Well, they provide the highest starting salary for people coming in with 5 to 10 years experience, and they also have the largest number of employees out of the 4. This provides very helpful networking experience and is a huge plus when you're trying to work your way up in this kind of environment. For more information, you can check them out on these sites, and going forward, I urge you to choose Deloitte when choosing between the 4. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Bree, and how many of you guys get excited whenever you see a dog on campus? I know that I'm one of those people, and I think that's personally because there are not enough dogs on campus, so I'm here to urge you all today to consider adopting a dog. So I know a lot of you guys are thinking that you might not be able to do this. I know adopting a dog takes a lot of time, money, and effort. The last thing you want to do when you get home from class is walk a dog in the snow. I know a lot of us can barely bathe ourselves and feed ourselves as it is, and couldn't imagine doing that for a dog, but I'm here to tell you today that it's totally manageable and totally worth it. The benefits more than outweigh the cost in this situation, and as you can see, dog equals happiness. In a recent survey, many college students said that they felt happier and less rejected and alone whenever they thought about dogs, and in a time where a third of college students said in the last 12 months that they felt so depressed that they couldn't even get out of bed, that having a dog, some reason to keep getting up every morning and being happy, is definitely very important. So I know dogs aren't easy, as I just said, but it's totally worth it, and it's a lifelong investment, and it's gonna go a long way. Beyond just making yourself happy, and getting a dog is a great thing for dogs and the world itself. There are a lot of dogs. There's 3.9 million in shelters, and 1.2 million of them are euthanized every year. And the cost of adopting a dog from a shelter is only $300, which is the equivalent to 30 burritos from Chipotle, which is something you guys can all do. Just eat out a little bit less, and you can be doing something great. So, as I said, 30 burritos or a lifetime of happiness. A dog is a great investment. You're doing something not just great for yourself, but for the entire world by adopting a dog. So I hope you guys all consider adopting a dog. Thank you.
Alright, so studies have shown that about 154,000 people die each year from effects of global warming, and not many people don't believe it. Hi, I'm Tyler, and today I'm going to tell you guys that global warming is true and how we can combat it. So, quick facts about it, it's pretty much just the heat of the Earth is rising due to the greenhouse effect of the Earth, all the gases such as CO2, and about 1 in 5 Americans don't believe it exists, so about 7 people in this classroom don't really realize the evidence of it. So the first major evidence is the rise in sea level. So the rise in sea level is caused by the shrinking of the glaciers, and that's due to the heat rising, and it's doubled in the last century, which is about 3.7 inches, which doesn't seem too much, but it has a huge impact on ecosystems. So another fact is the rise in the Earth's average temperature. It's 1.5 or 0.3 degrees, which is not too much, but it exponentially is rising more and more. And the more it gets, the more like weather it affects, and big weather patterns. The last thing is pollution in the ocean. So there's more and more like traffic in the ocean through vehicles and industries near water, which contribute to oil and other pollutants that trap the heat in it, which affect the ecosystems in the water that really hurt the animals and civilization. So if we don't do anything, there can be a lot of bad stuff that happens, such as large rises in sea levels, there can be extinct species, there can be ecosystems destroyed, and the Arctic can be ice-free by 2040, and civilization can face major food and water shortages. So stuff we can do is we can recycle and just be more smart about the everyday decisions we make. We can drive less, which reduces CO2 emissions in the air, and we can choose more energy efficient options such as light bulbs and cars that are more miles per gallon efficient. So in the end, I think we should combat global warming head on, so we are not the generation to watch the earth burn. Thank you.
Good afternoon and welcome to Bloomberg. Good afternoon and welcome to Bloomberg, where what we do shapes tomorrow. My name is Arnold Tabaku and I'm here to tell you guys about Bloomberg LP and why you should work there. I speak to you from experience because I interned there this past summer and I'll be working for the company full time once I graduate in the fall, in May. So today we're going to talk about what Bloomberg does, the Bloomberg culture, what's in it for you as a potential employee, and the opportunities available to college students. I don't know why this keeps going further. So the mission at Bloomberg is to help key decision makers in business, finance, and government make smarter, faster, and more informed decisions to enhance their businesses. We do this by delivering critical information in a world where information is what really matters. And the Bloomberg strength is to quickly and accurately deliver data, news, research, and technology, and customer service, and this is the core of the Bloomberg experience for its clients. So the Bloomberg culture. So touching on the culture at the company, it's very transparent. This means that managing directors from people that work as an entry-level analyst don't have private offices. Everyone is on the same floor and can see their managers, their co-workers, and everyone they work with. It's a very fast-paced environment as well, because at the end of the day, business and finance is very fast-paced, and anything can change at the heart of a second. It's very collaborative and kind of like a college culture. They encourage you at the company to socialize and make sure that you're meeting your peers and networking within the company. Also, it's very diverse, and they hire people from all different types of majors and all different backgrounds. Also, the company donates 80% of its bottom line to its philanthropic ventures. So what this means is that basically 80% of what the company makes is going into helping the communities in New York City and all the other ventures that they have going on. Now what's in it for you as a potential employee? Bloomberg offers a competitive salary ranging from 65 grand to over 100 for those in software engineering. They offer extensive benefit packages to their employees, including full health insurance and discounts at things such as gyms, department stores, whatever your heart desires. There are also unlimited training opportunities. So if you're very curious about a certain topic that you learned about in your initial training and you want to enhance your skills on it and improve on your knowledge, then they give you this opportunity. Also, as I mentioned with the diversity of Bloomberg, they take people from all different fields, so they have very extensive from the ground up training where even if you don't even know what a bond is, they'll teach you that and all the way up to something like derivatives pricing. Also the pantry, I mean, who doesn't like free food? So Bloomberg offers breakfast to all of its employees in the mornings, dinner if you're there past 8 for whatever reason, and also snacks throughout the day, 11 a.m. Soup, amongst other things. Opportunities for college students. So for sophomores, Bloomberg offers 1 week long externships starting in May, which allows you to still have another internship after the Bloomberg experience. For juniors, they offer summer internships which run 10 weeks and are paid. I worked in Manhattan, but there's plenty of offices for you to choose from. And for seniors and graduates, they offer full-time positions on a rolling basis, but mostly hire in the fall for when kids immediately graduate. Now to recap what we covered today, we covered what Bloomberg does, the Bloomberg culture, what's in it for you as an employee, and the opportunities for college students. So I'd like to take the floor for questions, and thank you for listening.
So today, I'd like to answer an age-old question. Which is the superior pet, dogs or cats? Hi, I'm Greg Steiger, and as you can see, I'm here to tell you that dogs are the clear answer. Dogs make you laugh, and while cats can be a drag, studies have actually shown that dog owners laugh significantly more than cat owners, as do people with no pet at all. So just by owning a cat, you're already detracting from your own happiness. Dogs help your social life. Have you ever taken your dog for a walk, maybe in the neighborhood or in the park, and someone's come up to you and said, "Oh my God, your dog is so cute, can I pet him?" Or somebody else's dog ran up to yours, and then, boom, you had to start a conversation with them. Dogs are a great way to meet new people. They enhance your well-being, they add structure to people's lives, and therefore people really feel better about themselves just by having a dog. Dogs are heroes. Dogs have been taught to sniff out drugs, bombs. They find missing people. They track down criminals. They've been used by services such as the Army, the police forces. They aid the blind, as many of you, I'm sure, have seen a seeing eye dog before. And a lot of dogs actually have the innate ability to detect seizures about 15 hours before they happen, and have been trained to even call 911 if they detect that their owner is about to have a seizure. Dogs are loyal, unlike cats. They will be there for you no matter what and love you unconditionally. A lot of people think that they cuddle with their cats and that their cats are showing affection, but actually when your cat is cuddling with you, it's just rubbing off its scent to show that it owns you to other cats. One example of how dogs are loyal and unconditionally loving, and that they really do give the love back to you, is that with my own dog, when I was a kid, as many dogs are, mine was terrified of thunderstorms, and one night there was a thunderstorm, and she actually came into my room in the middle of the night, hopped in my bed, and cuddled up next to me because she was scared. And then last but not least, how could you say no to that face? Dogs are just much cuter than cats, and I think that everyone would agree that they are just the better choice. Thank you.
Oh, who's next?
Ashley? Then we'll take a breather.
So by show of hands, how many of you would save a life if you had the opportunity to do so? Okay, well, lucky for you, you can save a life of your own by adopting a dog instead of buying one, which I will also be presenting about today. My name is Ashley Stewart, and I'll be presenting about adopting dogs versus buying them. So, why? Some of you may ask, why would I adopt a dog when I can just buy one and get exactly what I know I'm going to get? There are 4 simple reasons, and I will explain them to you now. So number 1, 2.7 million cats and dogs are euthanized each year in the U.S. This is an extreme problem, and not only in the U.S. but in many other countries. So imagine if we just were sorry, if we were adopting instead of buying them, how much less of a problem this could be. Number 2, they're a great bargain. So not only is it cheaper to adopt a dog, but also they come pre-vaccinated and also green-haired. Number 3, there are horrible conditions at puppy mills. So basically, puppy mills are often overcrowded and also have horrible safety conditions. And by buying from places like Petco and any other locations such as that, you are actually you're providing more money for these harmful puppy mills, which put revenue over the safety of their animals. Lastly, it's the environmentally responsible thing to do. So much like recycling materials, if you adopt a dog instead of buying one, it's not only better for you, but it's also better for the life you're saving. So why not adopt? And if you get as lucky as me, you'll adopt a dog that will FaceTime you while you're away at college. Thank you.